Good evening. Thanks for coming. It's been an exciting week for us in the Kruse for House campaign. Tonight being our kickoff of our campaign. But we've got a couple other items of news. In fact, I get to do a special 2-for-1 announcement tonight I'm very excited about. We've added a new member not only to our campaign, but also to the Kruse House. Little Noah David Kruse came a little bit early. We were not expecting him on Tuesday. He gave us a little bit of a scare on his way into this world, but the wonderful doctors and nurses at ISJ delivered him just in time, and we were very relieved to hear his first cry. And his unexpected birthday was a good success. Our new son was given an extra chromosome, which we call the +1 chromosome of awesomeness. Other people know it as Down syndrome. And we are just so thankful that God has decided to put this wonderful little boy in our family. Our little Noah is a special reminder that every life, every individual is valuable and precious. A reminder of the highest calling of our government, and that is to protect and defend the right to life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness of every individual, no matter how small, regardless of ethnic background, creed, or number of chromosomes. No matter the minority with which one identifies, we are all, in the words of our nation's founders, endowed by our Creator with certain inalienable rights. It's with these timeless truths in mind that I announce my candidacy for the Minnesota State Representative in District 19B, and I will seek the endorsement of the Republican Party. First, I would like to thank Representative Kathy Breinert, who announced her retirement. I would like to thank her for the grace and dignity with which she has served our community. Too often, political discourse is peppered with nasty and destructive rhetoric. However, Representative Breinert instead has chosen to be thoughtful and constructive in the way she communicates and in the words that she uses, and I would like to honor her for that. Unfortunately, we have seen some disappointing language lately, even in our own local papers, that tries to slander anybody who doesn't buy into a certain partisan brand. This is wrong. We have no time for it. Fortunately, I believe our community understands that even if we have differing solutions, we do not have to be so divided in our pursuit of a better Minnesota. I came to Mankato from Burnsville at the age of 13, terrified of moving. My father was a pastor who came here to serve a new church, and my mother bought me a bicycle so I could explore this new city. And I rode all over town, and soon I fell in love with this river valley and the people in it. Later on, I graduated from high school here. I earned degrees from Bethany Lutheran College and Minnesota State University, Mankato. And after that, I was married, met my wife here, have now had 4 sons who we will raise here, and have started a business in Mankato. I care very deeply for the future of our community. And I believe it is necessary that the Mankato area be given a strong voice in our capital in St. Paul. I think too often communities like Eagle Lake and Skyline and Mankato are left on the sidelines, and the priorities of things like agriculture are of the utmost importance to our local community and critical to the health of the state. And I will take agricultural priorities to St. Paul. Critical infrastructure like Highway 14 cannot continue to be neglected year after year, while an unelected Met Council pushes billions of resources into new light rail projects that have yet to be proven a worthwhile investment. I will bring our infrastructure priorities to St. Paul. We have been blessed in our area with both job creators and talented employees in our business community. And we need to be aware that neighboring states have put out a welcome mat for new and existing businesses who find that Minnesota's tax structure or license process stands in their way of success. We cannot afford to make the cost of doing business in Minnesota too high. We cannot afford to throw red tape and bureaucracy in the way of business. Unfortunately, the Minnesota legislature has made some hasty and poor decisions. However, fortunately, some of those mistakes were overturned in the last legislative session, even by some of the people that first passed them. But we can't afford to make mistakes like that in Minnesota, especially in our area, because the loss of a single business in our community can have rippling consequences felt by families throughout the region. I will bring our local business community's priorities to St. Paul. Making the Mankato area relevant in St. Paul is a community effort, and I am fortunate to have the support of a fantastic team. As you can see around me, we ask for your help in making Minnesota the best it can be for all of our families. A state where small business owners can succeed. A state where Greater Minnesota has a greater say in what goes on at the Capitol. And a state that reflects the highest calling of government by protecting the life and liberty of every individual. Thank you. Have a great night.